UTMB Health and Space Center Houston have partnered to unveil items that were inside a storage locker for more than 50 years. Joining me now live is Paul Spana with Space Center Houston to share why these items were locked away and what they can tell us about the future of space. Good morning, Paul. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Good morning. Happy to be here.
So
welcome to Space Center Houston.
So talk to us. More than a half a century. What do we have here?
What we have here is a sample of a lot of artifacts that we found inside Skylab. So a long time ago, years ago, we took a peek inside some of the lockers. There's multiple lockers, dozens of them inside the Skylab 1G trainer, which is right behind me. So we had an idea that there was more, but we certainly did not know how much stuff was in there. And recently we started exploring the lockers, and because Space Center Houston has a new focus now on conserving artifacts. We've always taken care of our artifacts, of course, but we have a new emphasis on conservation. So we had the opportunity to to work with some conservators, and we thought that Skylab would be an excellent place to start. So we started exploring on the inside of Skylab to see what was in there, and we were blown away by just how many items there were in there. It was like a time capsule.
Yeah, I bet. I bet. Talk to us about some of the items. I also want to point out too, you know, when you talk about conservation and taking care of these artifacts, these old items, you are handling them with gloves, which is critical here.
Yeah, I always feel kind of funny putting gloves on when, but it's very important.
Yeah.
When you handle something, there is oil on your fingertips all the time, and it's not a lot. But after you handle things a lot, especially if the public's handling things, those numbers add up over time, and the oils build up on the surface of artifacts and can destroy them. And the goal of conservation is to protect our artifacts and to make sure that they're around for generations to come.
Yeah. Talk to us about some of the artifacts we're seeing here in this display.
Well, some of the artifacts that we found things that are related to experiments. These two items right here were high school student experiments. So that was a great project that NASA had, where they asked high school students across the country to come up with experiments, and if they were accepted, they flew into space. This one had to do with hand and eye coordination. This one was about capillary action, and the real versions of these flew on Skylab, of course. We found a lot of food. This is a food warmer. This one is a training version of it, but there was actual food in there. There's a lot more food inside Skylab. And what we're looking at here is, this is probably over 55 years old, but this is corned beef hash.
Oh, wow.
And here's a can of sugar cookies, and this is some jam right here. And those were stored in these containers, and they're still in the storage lockers of where they were supposed to be stowed away. So that was incredible. A fun surprise.
I bet. I bet. If you need any taste testers, Justin Stapleton, our meteorologist, said he'd be down there to try some of that jam.
I would love to see that. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, right? Yeah. This really is incredible. Talk to us about what, you know, these items are obviously significant of the past, right? These are items that we used. But tell us how it paints a picture for future space exploration.
I think it's a good beginning of the story of going back to, we had only been in space a short time when Skylab flew, and the whole idea of Skylab was to study the human body and see if humans could even live up there for more than a month or a couple of months at a time. So you know, it's a glimpse into the past to see how things were. Yeah. It's fun to make fun of the food, but looking forward, the food is much more pleasant to eat now. Yeah. It's designed with the astronauts in mind. So there was a lot of exploration.
Showing us the origins of how this started and what it looked like. Well, we so much appreciate you joining us this morning, Paul. Thank you for your time.